Hi, everyone. I want to talk to you about, I want to show you how to make appointment slots inside your MSU Google Calendar. And you do have to log into your MSU Google Calendar, into your MSU account, because this is not available for personal Google. You have to be a part of a G Suite program. And so MSU is part of a G Suite, like G Suite for Education. They're a part of that. So we have that availability in our calendar. So in order to log into your account, you would want to go up. And what I do is I'm logged in usually as myself up here in my personal account, but you can also add your MSU account, or just make sure you go into Google Chrome and you look up at the top and you make sure up here it's going to be a silhouette of a person, and then it will say sign in. And so you'll have that ability to sign in. And so I want to click next. Make sure that you look and you know it's marcy.moore, but it's going to be your name, at my.msutexas.edu. Don't forget that it's that email. Don't forget the my. I always forget that, and then it is a problem because it won't allow you to log in. You're going to click next. It's going to take you out to the portal, and then you're going to submit that. It's going to come in, and then you are going to come right in. Usually it will open up in your Gmail. And so you're going to have this view of this Gmail that you probably never look at. And how you're going to get to the calendar is you're going to use the Rubik's Cube. And it's a grid, but it's also a Rubik's Cube to me. And so you're going to click calendar, and that's going to give you the ability to see your calendar. And you want to come over to this. You want to make sure your view is on week. It probably comes in as month. It may not come in as week there. It might. But if it's not on week, you want to do that. And then in order to build your appointment slots, you would click a date, and then you'll click appointment slots. And then once you do that, you're going to click more options. Up here, this gives you the ability to title how you want it to look. And so let's say that I would just say office hours. Maybe you have a project that you're doing and they need to meet with you through that week. You would title it that way. You have a lot of ability within this feature to add a lot of different things. So I'm going to show you. You can change your time, change your dates. You do want to, you could change your time. So maybe I want 15-minute time slots. So I could come in here and do 15-minute. That would be the slot duration. And then you're going to go to does not repeat. And I would go in and you can customize it on, maybe you want it Mondays and maybe you want it Tuesdays and Thursdays, that kind of thing. I'm going to say every day of the week. That's not something you have to do. You would do it for your time slot, what's going to work for you. And then you can add a location, and you have that ability to go in and put wherever. You could put our address of where we are, maybe your office, that kind of thing. You have that ability to go in. It will find the location for you. You can also go in and you can add different items. So you could do a description of things. So let's say you can link items in here. So let's say that you have a Zoom meeting link that you know you're going to have to do this office hour at Zoom, then you could go in and do that. Let's say that you have a syllabus. Maybe you want to do your syllabus linked in here, or you have your office hours so that they'll understand what office hours and what that is. And maybe you have something in a Google Doc that you want to use to link. So I am going to click over here. I'm going to pull in my syllabus is in a Google Doc. So I'm going to right click on that, copy, and then I'm going to add that right inside of here. So I would highlight the word, I would hit link, and then you're going to be able to link that so that people can see it. Let's say you have a Zoom meeting link. You would do the same thing. You're going to click that, paste, and you have that ability to put the Zoom in there. So it's just a really cool feature to add to your appointments. The other thing that I would say, I would not add a guest, because unless you have like an assistant that is going to be in your calendar, because they're going to have that ability to see all of your appointments, see everything. So you don't want to add a guest unless you have maybe an assistant, like a grad assistant that's working with you, and you want them to be able to see those, and they're working within those as well. Um, you have once we have all of that in there and you have it the way that you want it to be, and you have it look the way that you want it to, then you can click save. Now you can tell that you have all of these appointments slots. If it doesn't have this little calendar looking thing, you didn't click appointment slot. So make sure, because that has different features within it than just a regular appointment. So I want you to understand that than just a regular office, like something else that you might have put in here. If it's not an appointment slot, if it is an appointment slot, you will have this. So make sure that you are able to see that. Once you're here, you can click on that, and then you're going to be able to see. So this is also your links to everything. Okay. So that the people will be able to see those and click on those. But you want to go to, in order to check it out, of what you want to get the link that you're going to send to your students for this. So you would click on go to appointment page, and that is going to show you exactly what your students are going to see. So you would come up here and you're going to copy that link in order to send that to your students for them to make a an appointment with you. And so I want to show you what that's going to look like. So if we go in here and I paste and I go to it, it looks pretty much the same. This is what your students are going to get. And then they can go in and you can have office hours. And then once I click on office hours, if I click save, then that has just booked, I've booked an appointment for that time. So I want to show you what that looks like on your calendar. So on your calendar, when you come back in, it's going to say, you're going to be able to see, okay, there's an office hour here. So I can click on that. When I click on that, it'll show me who went in to look at that, who went in and booked that appointment, and it will show you who you're going to have that with, and then it will also have your Zoom meeting right there if you needed it, and you'd have the ability to click that. I will say this, that the cool thing, like if you were doing a project or anything else, you could go in and make one of these and say like present, or you could label this present. And so if someone had to present virtually and you wanted someone to see that, we could go in, we could push present and click save. And then, so that is who's going to present at that time. So if we went in and we look at this, let's say that we looked here and we go to the appointment page, those are going to say present in there. Do you see how it says that? It says it just for that one, but it's because I set that up that way. So if they had to present something and they wanted to click here, it would say present, and you would click save, and then you would know who was presenting at that time. And so when we went back in here, you would see that it's going to tell you the different like this is an office hour one, this is a present one. So you could set up different appointment slots for different things. I mean, this was an office hour one that we put in, but if you went back in here and you added another one, like appointment slots, and you wanted to name it present, you could have those happen and that be in there. And so that would be something that would come in every day as well. And so you could have, are you going to present? Do you have office hours? You have these options within here to do that. I just think it's a fabulous feature. Please contact me if you need any help with any of it or sending it. But hopefully you'll be able to watch this and go through and see exactly how you could do appointment slots for your Google. Thank you.